Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into some truly exciting and very important news that directly affects millions of seniors, retirees, and Social Security beneficiaries across the United States. If you receive SSI, SSDI, VA benefits, or Social Security retirement checks, you're going to want to listen carefully, because what I'm about to share could mean more money in your pocket starting very soon. Now, before we get into all the details, let me ask you this: how many of you have been feeling the pinch of rising costs at the grocery store, at the pharmacy, or even just paying your basic utility bills? I think most of us would agree that over the past couple of years, inflation has hit everyone hard, but seniors in particular have been squeezed the most. And why is that? Because many seniors live on a fixed income. Your check comes once a month, and that's all you have to stretch. When prices go up, that fixed amount suddenly doesn't go as far as it used to. That's why every update about Social Security or possible extra checks gets so much attention. Well, today we have some big updates that could make a real difference. We're talking about larger Social Security checks, possible rebates, and even extra payments that are being discussed at the federal level. And here's the really exciting part: some of these changes are set to roll out in just weeks, not months or years, but weeks. So, let's break it all down together. I'll explain what's already official, what's still being debated, and what you can do right now to make sure you don't miss out on any money that might be coming your way. And as always, stick with me to the end, because I'll also share some practical tips to maximize your benefits and avoid some common mistakes that unfortunately cause many seniors to miss out on hundreds, sometimes even thousands, of dollars every single year. Now, let's start with the biggest headline: Social Security payments are set to increase. Yes, that's right. Thanks to the cost of living adjustment, better known as COLA, benefits will rise again starting January. But here's the thing: many experts are saying this year's adjustment could be much higher than originally expected. Early predictions put it around 2.5%, but new inflation data suggests it could be closer to 3 or even 3.2%. That might not sound like a huge number, but let's do the math. If your monthly Social Security check is around $1,800, the average benefit, that increase would mean about $54 more every month, or around $648 extra over the course of the year. And remember, that's for the average check. If you receive more, the increase will also be larger. Now, is $648 enough to completely change someone's life? Probably not. But could it help cover a few utility bills, a couple trips to the grocery store, or some much-needed medications? Absolutely. But here's where things get even more interesting. Lawmakers in Washington have been under growing pressure to provide extra relief to seniors. Why? Because polls consistently show that retirees are struggling more than any other age group. Rent is up, food costs are up, and prescription drugs, even with recent reforms, still eat up a big chunk of many seniors' monthly budgets. That's why discussions of additional direct payments, sometimes called rebates or stimulus checks, are back on the table. Now, I want to be very clear here. As of today, no new federal stimulus checks have been officially approved. But, and this is a big but, several states are moving forward with their own rebate programs targeted at seniors and low-income households. For example, some states are issuing property tax rebates, others are sending out energy relief payments ahead of the winter season, and a few are even considering direct cash payments for seniors to help offset rising healthcare costs. This is why it's so important to stay informed and pay attention to what's happening not just at the federal level, but also in your own state, because even if Washington drags its feet, your state might already have money waiting for you. You just have to know how to claim it. Now, let's shift gears for a moment and talk about something that many seniors don't realize: unclaimed Social Security benefits. Did you know that every single year, billions of dollars in benefits go unclaimed simply because people don't know they're eligible or they don't file the paperwork correctly? It's shocking, but it happens all the time. For example, widows and widowers often don't realize they can claim survivor benefits, or someone might not know they're eligible for SSI because their income dropped below the threshold after retirement. I recently heard from a viewer who discovered he had been missing out on an additional $300 per month for years simply because he didn't realize he qualified for a specific benefit. Imagine the difference that could make. So here's my challenge to you: after watching this video, take 10 minutes to review your Social Security account online. Look for any benefits you might have overlooked. If you're not comfortable doing it online, make an appointment at your local Social Security office. Yes, it might mean waiting on hold or sitting in line, But trust me, if it puts an extra $100, $200, or even $300 in your pocket every month, it is absolutely worth it. Now, let's circle back to the updates about timing, because I know that's the big question everyone has. When will I see this money? Based on the official payment schedule, here's what you need to know. If your birthday falls between the 1st and the 10th of the month, your Social Security payment comes out the second Wednesday of each month. If your birthday is between the 11th and 20th, you're paid on the third Wednesday. And if your birthday is between the 21st and 31st, your check arrives on the fourth Wednesday. That means millions of seniors will be receiving their next payment within just days. And for those who qualify for SSI, remember, those payments usually go out on the 1st of the month. So yes, money really is on the way very soon. Now, before I move on, let me just say this: if you found this information helpful so far, do me a favor, hit that like button. It helps the channel more than you know, and it tells YouTube to share this video with more seniors who need this information. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications, because I post new updates several times a week. You don't want to miss the latest news that could affect your benefits. Alright, now let's get into some of the questions I know many of you are asking. For example, will these extra payments be automatic, or do I have to apply? Great question. In most cases, if you're receiving Social Security, SSDI, or SSI, any federal increase will be automatic. You don't have to do anything. The Social Security Administration will adjust your payment and send it directly to your bank account or mail your check as usual. However, for state programs, the rules vary. Some states send rebates automatically to people who filed taxes last year. Others require you to fill out a simple application, and a few states only send the money if you specifically request it. That's why I can't stress this enough. Check your state's official website or contact your local senior services office. Don't assume the money will just show up. Now, another question I get all the time is, will these increases affect my taxes? The short answer is, possibly, depending on your total income. Some seniors do pay federal taxes on their Social Security benefits. However, keep in mind that many states do not tax Social Security at all. In fact, just this year, several more states joined the list of places where Social Security is completely tax-free. That's good news for millions of retirees. But let's be honest, for most people, the bigger worry isn't taxes. It's simply having enough money to make it through the month. And that brings me to something very important I want to share with you. If you're struggling, you are not alone. Surveys show that nearly half of all seniors say they worry about running out of money in retirement. That's heartbreaking, but it's also reality for so many. The good news is, there are resources and programs out there that can help. For example, did you know there are programs that can help pay for your prescription drugs? Or that many utility companies offer senior discounts? There are even food assistance programs specifically designed for seniors. But here's the catch: most of these programs don't advertise heavily. So if you don't ask, you might never know they exist. That's why being part of this community is so powerful. Together, we can share information, support one another, and make sure nobody gets left behind. So, here's my question for you. Have you ever discovered a benefit or discount you didn't know about until someone else told you? If so, share it in the comments below. You never know who you might help by posting your experience. Now, before we wrap up, let's take a quick look ahead. What can we expect in the coming weeks and months? Well, all eyes are on Congress right now. With the election season heating up, both parties are under pressure to deliver for seniors. That means we could see new proposals for extra checks, expanded benefits, or even broader reforms to Social Security itself. Will all of these ideas become reality? Probably not. But here's the key: anytime seniors are in the spotlight, the chances of real change go up. And that's why it's so important to stay engaged and keep raising your voices. Call your representatives. Send emails. Let them know that seniors are watching and that you expect action. Because at the end of the day, Social Security isn't just numbers on a spreadsheet. It's your livelihood, your security, your dignity, and you've earned every penny of it. All right, my friends, that's all the updates I have for today. Let me know in the comments what you think about these possible increases and extra payments. Do you believe Congress will actually deliver, or are you skeptical? And more importantly, what would an extra $50, $100, or $200 a month mean for you personally? I love hearing your stories, and I know other viewers do too. Before you go, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. It's completely free. but it makes a huge difference in helping this channel grow and reach more seniors who need this information. And if you really want to stay ahead, make sure to turn on the notification bell so you'll know the second I post a new update. Take care, stay safe, and as always, thank you for being here. I'll see you in the next video with more updates that matter to you and your family.